Hey guys, welcome back to another Skate news video, and today we got a few things to talk about, from a new event to the new weekly grind episode to a few changes that were made during the last week. So we get right in and we start with the event. So we got the Earth Day event that has started yesterday on April 21st, and it will run for 1 week until April 28th. And this is a very small event. It was also announced as a very small event, so you shouldn't expect too much from it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So you won't find any overhauled or changed parks, any different community parks. You won't find any challenges. Not in San Van, not on the Isle of Grom, and also not around community parks, nothing. But what you will get is that, first of all, when you log in, you will get this bundle right here that will give you some green wheels with this recycling logo on it, then some green trucks as well, and this Love Peace sticker. And then what you can do in addition to this is that when you go to your tasks, you can find the Earth Day tasks right after the Nike SB tasks. And here you can get another grip tape and also a deck, all in this topic around this, well, Earth Day event. So everything pretty green and earthy. You know what I mean. Then moving on, we also have another episode of the weekly grind that has dropped last night. So we're gonna go over this as well as usual. And this week they're writing about the Nike SB event, because we are in week 2 of this event now. And this will run until May 5th. So that's only 2 more weeks to go before the full access, or not the full access, but before the open access to the Isle of Grom will end, which means that when you own the Skate Premium Pass, then you're good to go and you still have full access to the Isle of Grom at any time, even after May 5th. But when you don't own the Skate Premium Pass, then after May 5th, you will have to pay 500 RIP chips for a 24-hour ticket to the Isle of Grom. So once you bought this ticket, you will have a 24-hour access, and when this runs out, you will have to pay 500 RIP chips again for your next 24-hour access. So this is how this whole thing works, starting on May 5th or after May 5th. But what will happen first is that next week on April 28th, we can expect to see a rotation in the Extravert store that is focused on the Nike SB event. So we will get a black sports bra, we will get a jersey tank, a blue t-shirt, a black spider tee, a Nike SB beanie, and some Zoom Blazer mid. So this is the stuff that will be added next week, and this also means that the other things that we have right now, so the shoe spotlight that we have, but also the Nike SB bundle with the green hoodie and the black pants, this will be removed next week. So if you have an eye on this and maybe you're thinking about buying something of this stuff, you should make up your mind within the next 7 days, or well, 6 days by the making of this video. Now, what we got as well is a Nike SB contest. Here you can send in your best clips, how you skate the Nike SB park, or I guess how you skate with the Nike SB gear that we have in Skate. And I'm gonna link everything in the description below, so you can just click on it and check it out. You have to send in your clip via Skate Reel, but be sure to read the requirements, be sure to read the rules for this contest, because sometimes they have some weird requirements, like the clip has to be exactly this and that long, or it has to be named like this and that. So just be sure to read through this before you send in your clip, so you're not disqualifying yourself simply because you don't stick to these rules. The contest will run until May 5th, so you still have 2 weeks to send in your clips, and what you can win are some in real life Nike SB shoes and some San Van box for the game. Now, what we got as well, again, is the weekly calendar. And what's most interesting here is what's coming up, because everything else is the stuff that we already have. So we have the weekly grind, we have the contest, and we have the Earth Day event. But what's coming up is the Nike SB store rotation. So that's what I already talked about before. We get some new gear and the old gear will disappear. That will happen next week, April 28th. Then on May 5th, the open access for the Isle of Grom will end. I already talked about this as well and what this means for you, especially if you own the pass or if you don't own the pass. Then on May 14th, so 1 week later, we get the next update, which is 30.7. And alongside of this, the Creator Challenge will start. And we don't have too many details about what this means, but I just went back to the Season 3 post or blog post that we got before Season 3 started, and here they're writing that to add to the in-game tasks and challenges, the Full Circle team sat down with a well-known creator to create some challenges and creator-themed rewards for completing them. These challenges will be available in-game on the Isle of Grom later in the season, and we'll have more details before the event to talk about them and what you can get for completing them. True to this creator's style, these will be difficult and will test your skate mastery. So it doesn't give away too much, but it's one of the events that was planned for Season 3, and this will start on May 14th. And then there is no specific date for this, but what we will get as well is Discord sweeps to celebrate Skate's 3rd birthday. So there will be another giveaway on their Discord, and then there will also be another screenshot contest that is called Have You Seen Him? But no details about this yet, also no details as to when this will start. A little reminder, last week with the start of the Nike SB event, we also got some plain black socks that were simply added to your collection or to your sock collection. So you don't have to claim them, they're just there and you can start wearing them if you want to, if this is something that you have been missing so far. And what you can also claim for free, also just in case you haven't seen this yet, are these 4 t-shirts. You have to claim all 4 of those in the store. You still have time until June 2nd. These were designed by members of the community. There was a contest for a t-shirt design challenge, I don't know when it was, like a few months ago, and those are the winners. And one of the rewards for winning this contest was that your design will be in the game at some point. So these are the designs of this t-shirt design challenge. And then we also got one smaller change to the Park Life challenge that you can find on the Isle of Grom. This one caused some frustration within the community, specifically the 50-meter grind requirement. And here they changed it from 50 meter down to 20 meter. And here they're writing that they want the challenges to be challenging, but not impossible. So this is why they changed this requirement. And what they changed as well, or at least what they tried to fix, let's put it like this, is an issue where players are experiencing crashes when loading into the Isle of Grom. And to reduce the impact on players, they are deploying new servers at 12 a.m. Pacific time on April 22nd, so that's today. And depending on when you see this video or depending on when it will drop, this might have been done already, and it requires them to drain the servers that are up at this time, and this means that you will be kicked back to the start screen. But this is just a temporary solution, and this is supposed to hopefully lower the risk of players experiencing this crash, but the team is still investigating and working on a full fix, and they will have some more info about this as soon as possible. And what we got as well, as usual, as every week, is the list of known issues. Here there were 2 new known issues added, but as usual, I'm gonna go over the full thing real quick, just so you know what is going on in the game and that maybe some of the issues you are experiencing are already acknowledged and that they are being worked on. So what's new this week is that speedline challenges can end prematurely while in a sequence due to final bearing placement. And what's also new is that the notification denoting when a friend comes online can randomly trigger multiple times. So these are the two that are new this week. And what has already been on this list is that when you buy multiple Zen packs, an error appears when checking out, the game sometimes crashes when a fourth player joins the party. When you adjust your video settings on PC, other settings change as well. When you accept a party invite on Xbox and PlayStation, this invite doesn't disappear even though you have already joined the party. Spin degrees in the trig feed are inaccurate. There are graphical glitches in the UI when using AMD GPUs. Your character texture flickers on the Pipe Dream challenge. Neighborhood progress appears reset and open product boxes appear locked. Activity count on the Isle of Grom zone entrance shows an incorrect amount of completed challenges. You cannot grind the rail of the Stadium Park entrance. The flags on the Isle of Grom have collision and cannot be skated. A Coffin Air 540 in the Waterworks on the Lot challenge cannot be completed, and players don't receive notifications for completing and progressing tasks. So that is everything that is on the known issues list so far. Hopefully, most of this stuff will be fixed on May 14th with update 30.7. At least that's what I'm hoping, because some of this stuff is on the list for quite a bit now. And yeah, so far that was it for this week. That's everything I got, all of the changes and a short overview of the weekly grind and of the event that we got yesterday. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video and you want to stay tuned for more videos like this, then be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye!